Thank you, Zam. I'm Hugo.
And I'm Raghad.
And so we just had a meeting with the principal. I'll come to that in a second, but first I will read our press release statement. GU Students for Palestine calls on the leadership of Gothenburg University, GU, to take immediate and decisive action in response to the ongoing genocide facing Palestinians, not the least Palestinian students and scholars. Despite our repeated appeals, the administration has failed to adequately address our concerns or demonstrate a commitment to social justice. We hereby outline our demands and the rationale behind them. Demand 1. Suspend cooperation with Israeli universities. It is contradictory for the principal to state that, and I quote here, academic collaborations are a fundamental prerequisite for the university and are chosen with care based on the needs of research and education, end quote, while ignoring the ethical implications of partnerships with institutions linked to the Israeli government. As per GU's own research ethics guidelines, universities have a responsibility to uphold social justice, and this extends to their academic and corporate partnerships. Israel's ongoing attacks on educational infrastructure in Gaza, which have resulted in the destruction or damage of all 12 universities in the region, represent a clear case of scholasticide. Maintaining collaborations under such circumstances is a violation of GU's ethical standards. GU has shown the capacity to address ethical conflicts in international collaborations as demonstrated in the case of Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus. A similar approach should be applied to Palestinian partnerships. Number 2. Support Palestinian students and scholars. GU claims to support all students regardless of nationality. However, there have been specific measures for Ukrainian students, including financial support and counseling, that have not been extended to Palestinian students. The aid for Ukrainian students has been warranted and needed, but we want to further push the fact that this should be extended to Palestinian students too. Despite the ongoing genocide and severe psychological impact on Palestinian students, the university has failed to provide equivalent support. The current framing of assistance as, open quotes, support for students affected by the Israel-Hamas war, end quote, neglects the suffering of Palestinian civilians. This issue has been brought to the attention of faculty without adequate response, highlighting a gap in GU's commitment to equitable support for all its students. Our third and final demand, to officially condemn Israel's genocide of Palestinians. While GU follows government foreign policy, academic While GU follows government foreign policy, academic freedom allows the university to independently design its international activities. The Swedish government recognizes academic freedom as a foundation to democracy, as outlined in Chapter 1, Section 5 of the Higher Education Act. Therefore, GU has the authority and moral obligation to condemn Israel's actions against Palestinians. Finally, the student body and faculty members have repeatedly called for action, including a petition with 600 signatures and multiple mobilizations. It is time for GU to act in accordance with its ethical guidelines and the values of social justice and human rights. And now, one final bit to debrief our meeting with the principal. We have just come out of our meeting with the GU leadership. The meeting went well, as we were able to reiterate our demands. However, little room was made to entertain them. Namely, regarding our first demand, we have just been informed GU has assessed the ethical ramifications of each of their cooperations with Israeli institutions. However, GU couldn't provide sufficient proof these cooperations fulfill ethical guidelines or that this assessment actually happened. We therefore demand that the university reassess these cooperations. The student movement for Palestine remains committed to holding the university accountable and ensuring that it stands on the right side of history. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add to that, thank you, Hugo, that the school unfortunately refused to represent us in condemning the Israeli genocide against Palestinians and declare it as a genocide against Palestinians. But we are students here in this system, and the school have to represent us, so we are not leaving from here until our demands are met. Thank you.